What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AV the Hero, back again with another video. And in today's video, we're talking about the NBA Kia rookie ladder. We're gonna break it down for you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna let you know why Haliburton right now is number 1, Edwards is number 2, and why none of that matters. Because my dog coming back to claim his spot on the throne. Let's get into it. Alright, so appreciate y'all subbing to the channel, hitting the notification bell. Subscribers been going through the roof. We hit that 11,000 sub mark recently, which is so dope to be there. Appreciate y'all for doing that. Let's get into it. Okay, now we're looking at the Kia rookie ladder. This is official document from the NBA where they keep track of the rookies and how they moving, and we gotta keep, you know how the NBA is, we gotta have a stat for everything, you gotta have a rank for everything. We need to know who was the first player in the last 6 years to not tie his shoes in the second quarter to start the half, but then was able to score 16 points on the wrong basket. That type of stuff. We need to know all of that information. As you can see, they got a defensive player ladder, a power rankings, they got a game pass ladder. Man, they keep track of everything. So basically here, we at this point in the season where your boy LaMelo Ball is out, at least for 4 weeks to, let's say, 2 or 3 months, right? Basically could return right before the end of the season or in the playoffs. The Hornets will possibly be making the playoffs too, so shout out to them because they've been playing some great basketball as of late. So last week when this happened, the rookie ladder came out and they put Anthony Edwards at the #1 spot. Now this was because a night or two before he had kind of went on some tears and scored 40 points or whatever in the game. However, through the entire season, the top 2 rookies have consistently been Tyrese Haliburton and LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball being a strong 1 and Tyrese Haliburton being a strong 2B, right? Because LaMelo was probably like a 1 and a 2. He had that much stranglehold on the rookie of the year. Haliburton playing great basketball, Iowa State dude. Shout out to you, go Cyclones and all of that jazz. But so that's where we were at. So it baffled me that they were so caught up in the hype for those moments that they moved Anthony Edwards to that spot. Now, since then, Anthony Edwards has had to deal with a lot of stuff. Karl Anthony Towns is starting to come on, so he's starting to demand more touches. Malik Beasley is back in the lineup, so he demanded more touches. New coach, all of that stuff, and they all over the place. Plus, the Minnesota Timberwolves are the worst team in the West right now. The Sacramento Kings, while they're not in the playoff picture, they are still a solid ball club. You know what I mean? Still fighting for that playing game. I think they're ranked 11th. We'll take a look at that in a second here. Now, if you go through here and you read this whole document, they basically tell you everything I said, so we don't got to read all of that. Haliburton, currently 13 points a game, 3 rebounds a game, 5 assists a game. Decent statistics. Just recently starting and moved into that starting lineup, and so playing good basketball. Same thing. Anthony Edwards, his point totals are going up. 17 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 2 assists. And we did a video before where we kind of broke down what is the gap between LaMelo and these guys, right? So and I was basically explaining to you why I felt like no matter what, LaMelo is still the rookie of the year. And if you really look at this here, the way they set this list up here, they have LaMelo ranked at #6 currently, right? Let me highlight this here for y'all if I can. Right here at #6, and they say the Hornets sensation in rookie of the year green room pending return or ballot deadline. So basically they saying he is the rookie of the year, getting ready to accept the award. The only thing that could hurt him is if he cannot return for the end of the season, or like they'll be like, you know what, bro, like you're coming back, but you're coming back right. I already got to cast my vote, right? And so that's what that is. But either way, I think that he's still done enough. If we go over here, and I want to point this out, and I want to give some shout outs to my man Haliburton, right? Because when LaMelo went down, you had your boy D'Angelo Russell put this tweet out, and Edwards rookie of the year. I'm yawning, right? And to me, this was, I would call, a classless tweet, right? And I hate to use those type of words because people use those to box people in and categorize you, and they have some type of, you know, undertones to them that I necessarily don't appreciate. But I can tell y'all that 90 people commented on this because there were a lot of people who thought that was in poor taste, and it was surprising to me that there were also a lot of people who really backed it, like, yo, he's supposed to do that, that's his team, he gonna do that, not realizing that's some shady things to do, because this tweet came out from him hours, not even hours, an hour, within the hour, 30 minutes after the announcement was made that LaMelo was going to possibly be gone for the remainder of the season. And so that just was kind of whack to celebrate celebrate Anthony Edwards' potential achievement on the back of LaMelo Ball potentially being out. Now, they asked Haliburton about it, and he said, I hated people tagging him and seeing that excitement about LaMelo's injury in the rookie year. That's garbage. And that's also one of the reasons why if in the world that my dog LaMelo for some reason don't win it, I would love to see it to go to Haliburton. Now let's get into the stats, because I know that's what most folks is. So for me, I love to watch and I love to look at it based on totals, right? Because rookie, these averages and game averages and stuff, especially when you look at just the average per game, like it's kind of it's misleading at times, right? Because we can go here and we can look at the per totals or whatnot, and obviously it still looks like the edge goes to LaMelo. But here, if you look at the fact that, look at the totals here, and you see that it's a much bigger edge going to LaMelo. And obviously, what's his name, Haliburton missed a couple games too, so he's got some catching up to do. But I remember we did a video where it was at the point of the season where Haliburton had pretty much been playing the same amount of games as LaMelo, but he was 50 minutes behind LaMelo, right? So LaMelo had played, let's say hypothetically, all right, here we go, it's here. So now Haliburton is 100 plus more minutes, or I'm closing in on 100 more minutes than LaMelo. But so Haliburton was 50 minutes behind. So this is also an important thing to note here. When you look at this, Haliburton has played more official minutes than LaMelo has, but he is 100 points behind LaMelo, right? So there was a point where it was flipped. Let me see, right? Yeah. So there was a point where it was a flip where Haliburton had played 50 minutes less than LaMelo, and somebody in the comments like, yeah, but he had played 50 minutes. And I'm like, bro, give him another 50 minutes. You're not scoring 100 points. Like, the gap is the gap. So these are all reasons why I feel like LaMelo deserves to be there, right? Because Haliburton is gonna have to play another 1,000 minutes damn near before he starts to eclipse LaMelo completely, as far as you know what I mean, as far as these different totals go. But we don't have to do that. We can go to per 36, right? Because technically, and somebody mentioned this to me a long time ago, I was saying I don't really like to use these totals because whatever. But then they were saying because it's rookies, you have to use these per 36, per 48 totals, because everybody's playing different amounts of minutes and all of that, and it just makes sense. So if you go here and you look at, and this is what I mean by LaMelo was so far ahead of everybody, you look at the per 36 totals and it's not close. If you go to per 36, you go to per 48 and it's not even close. Again, LaMelo is averaging a 26 points a night, triple double damn near, and it just shows you that's the disparity. That's the disparity right there. But let's look at the two folks who are still playing the game. You look at the per 36 and you see that still here, the edge to me still goes to Haliburton, right? And I guess to me, I'll say that because obviously they play two different positions. Haliburton is more of a traditional point guard, so him having those 8 assists is typical for a point guard. However, I feel like 8 assists says a lot if you're a rookie and you're facilitating to that level. You know what I'm saying? So 21 points, 27 over here for and this is per 48, right? It's not the averages currently, but if you go over here and you start to look at LaMelo and Anthony Edwards, it's the same thing. You go per game, LaMelo is averaging, is kind of getting him in all of these different categories. And we go over here and go per 48, then you see that LaMelo is pretty much dominating him in every category, or very close to him in the other ones, right? The blocks go up to a tie, points go up to 26 to 27. So it should not be a close race if you ask me, but you know what I mean? I don't get a vote. I've seen folks like the Vince Carters, the what's the chick name from The Jump? I just forgot her name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about. She has the vote, and she's like, yo, LaMelo got my vote. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember your name at this moment, you know, but I still, you know what I mean, appreciate what you got going for that, for sure. Okay. So we look at the standings once again. These Hornets, man, playing good basketball, up in the 4th seed right now. LaMelo has been out, but they have managed to really play great basketball, and what I believe to be playing through the essence of what he was bringing to the table. So much respect to them. All right, but that's all I got for y'all today, man. I'm gonna come back.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.